left, we have CHEUNG Ka Long from Hong Kong. He's the world number 15. And he has had a cracking day, and he goes up against another American. So a chance here for an all-American final, because it's Gerek MEINHARDT of the USA, ranked number 12 in the world, who is on the right. And we had Gerek MEINHARDT in the box earlier on today for the women's semi-finals. And now he is out there coaching Gerek MEINHARDT, so he's been adequately, more than adequately replaced by Alex Macialis. Alex, obviously you're going to be here supporting Gerek as we wait for our referee Florin Jorge to get this semi-final underway. You'll be supporting Gerek on the left, but well, you came a little bit undone against CHEUNG Ka Long in the last round. How's he fencing?
You know, he's fencing pretty well. Able to capitalize on a lot of the mistakes I was making in the bout, and obviously the bout didn't go my way, not even close. But I think Gerek's also fencing extremely well today, and hopefully he's able to, learn from my mistakes from the bout I just fenced with Ka Long, and able to capitalize on what I was actually able to score on him. So, and with that, we'll go straight to the bout.
Yeah, well, we are underway. Racing Bowden is already into the gold medal match as CHEUNG Ka Long gets us off with his attack. And there is Gerek Macialis, who's sitting in the box for the American, supporting his coach. Well, Gerek MEINHARDT had a, well, I would say a tricky route here. Okay, Benny Kleibrink is not on his peak form, but still a very experienced, fencer with Olympic gold medal. And then he came through Andrea Cassara, the world number 6 from Italy, also massively experienced Olympic gold medalist as well. And Giorgio Avila, no mean feat.
CHEUNG looks very, very focused in the first 3 touches, scoring on 2 attacks and 1 remedes, but very sharp with his point, good point control, just putting the point on. Hopefully Gerek's able to push. I haven't seen Gerek really finish an attack yet, so hopefully he's able to go forward and attack CHEUNG.
Final touch of the blade.
Gerek got the parry on the first action, but unable to put it onto the shoulder. You see it right there on the replay. Misses him, and Ka Long able to come in with the remedes.
Very acrobatic from Gerek MEINHARDT, but no points on the board just yet.
That's one thing. One thing you can definitely say about Gerek: very acrobatic, very athletic, always moving, always jumping. So, I mean, obviously, it's such a talented fencer. He can always come up with a touch from seemingly nothing sometimes.
Yeah, well, he's off the mark now. That will settle his nerves. And CHEUNG, he's happy in defence and attack. In defence right here, he's happy to go to the back line before he tries to look for something, trying to stop it there, but MEINHARDT landing off target. But he also, as a left-hander, uses septime quite a lot, and that can be very effective against a right-hander.
Yeah, definitely. And so the action now you try to use against the lefties as well. But I think right now in the bout, CHEUNG is taking initiative and really attacking Gerek. And for Gerek to be successful, he's going to have to be the one pushing CHEUNG, because right now, obviously, going to bat and defending is not working.
And you can see Gerek MEINHARDT trying to change the line of his parries, going for cart, circular cart, and then following it up with circular Cs. He's trying to give mixed signals to CHEUNG Ka Long so that when his attack comes, he can go for a parry in a different line. Does pick up the cart parry this time, has the right of way.
But not able to finish the attack. Oh, and a good change. Instead of sitting and parrying, stepping in, closing the distance, and hitting him with a counterattack.
You see it right here, using the sword arm elbow to block out the hit from CHEUNG.
A little bit lucky there that CHEUNG hit off target.
Just a little bit casual there on the attack from CHEUNG, and MEINHARDT
able to capitalize with the counterattack.
Yeah, landing with the counter. Couldn't find the parry.
But closing out the outside lines, you saw Ka Long wanting to go to the shoulder or to the high chest, and using that 6 closeout and really making that hard for him to hit something. And there, beautiful beat 4 straight flick to the chest. That's an action that Gerek does extremely well, and an action that actually I think could be very effective against the Hong Kong fencer.
Yeah, against the lefty, a righty doing carte coupe or 4 flick to chest is a really effective tool. Finding the blade again, but
not able to capitalize.
So mobile, Cheung, isn't he? He's moving around all over the place.
But there you go, another 4 flick to the chest, straight through. I think this is the action that Gerek needs to utilize more if he wants to get to win this bout. And I think they messed up the score here. It should be 7-5 as opposed to 8-4.
There we go, well spotted. Change that back. This time changing through a more classical hit with a point from Meinhardt, but hitting just on the arm.
Yeah, smart action off the line. Sees Cheung preparing and able to take the right of way there. Unfortunately, hitting off target.
Does the first one go through? It does. It's given us Cheung's attack. Not quite picking up the time this time, Meinhardt.
This is where he. And beautiful step in right there. But Gerek, I think, is most effective when he's going forward. He's already shown the last 2 attacks he's made, 4 flick to the chest. I think going forward is a better option for him, considering he's already been hit a lot of times going backwards. But, you know, obviously he has his own game plan and what he thinks is working. And he is, I think he is trying to take the right of way and, to be able to attack, but it's not always the easiest against someone of Ka Long's size.
No, and the mobility's moving in and out. And I was watching him taking a lesson earlier on today, and he's doing all these lovely, sort of slightly strange attacks where he's stepping into distance, closing the distance with big steps, and then very tiny little steps at the end, and just a nice little disengage. And very, very dangerous, but a lovely hit there from Meinhardt.
Counter parry to the shoulder, beautiful. Another one. This is what I said. I think this is where Gerek is most successful, especially in a bout like this. Another 4 flick to the chest. Doesn't get the blade, but going through the same line to the same target.
Yeah, just hitting the bib. It's now target and foil part of the target. All of a sudden, there's a spring in Gerek Meinhardt's step. Just stepping in and trying to find the blade. A little bit too close there.
Yeah. But I think he understands, he knows what to do, he understands what actions are going to be successful, and I think he realizes he wants to be the aggressor, the one to initiate the attack.
Well, now in close quarters, neither of them have actually come out on top too much in this one, but
yeah,
Cheung
it looks like it's been a little bit back and forth.
Yeah, Cheung getting that one on the shoulder.
Oh, yep.
Oh, that's a nice hit there.
Very smart off the line.
I was about to say straight off the line.
Gerek wasn't ready, and he's able to capitalize.
Cheung keeping the blade out of the way. Meinhardt trying to find it. Gives up the ground that he had stolen. And the two back away from each other as we end an intriguing first period. Cheung with a mini lead. It was a bit bigger earlier on. Gerek Meinhardt has fought his way back into this one as he goes to have a chat with your dad, Greg. What do you think Coach Macialis is going to be saying?
If I know my dad, I think he's going to be saying going through that 4 to the chest again, using that flick action, because so far he's been extremely successful using that, and then just pushing the opponent. He knows that going back on defense, even though he's able to score a few touches, he's been more effective going forward, and that's where you want to have your actions on his end of the strip, not on your end of the strip. Even if it is just to set up a defensive action on his end of the strip, don't let him push you all the way to your end of the strip and force you in a corner where he's able to find his distance and go. So, and even look from the hand motions, it looks like he's just saying attack, go forward, right off the line, be ready. Obviously, try not to get hit by a few, you know, those ones off the line like he was able to hit right before the break. But you know, going forward is the most effective option in my opinion. Unfortunately, doing exactly the opposite of what I thought.
Well, at the moment, we're in the second period of this second men's foil semi-final here at the Turin Grand Prix of 2019 here in Pala Alpitour. And it's CHEUNG Ka Long of Hong Kong who has a 12-8 lead.
Oh. Even though that was Ka Long's right of way if he had hit, but he very surprised that Gerek was able to come out there. He just tries to put it on a little bit too late. And, Gerek really surprised him with that counterattack there.
Pressing and closing the distance and then giving it away. CHEUNG now on the attack.
He's so strong at that. You know, keeping the big distance. Really hard for you to find his blade. You know.
Yeah.
And he's able to finish the attack there. This is why I think going forward is the best way.
But holding off the distance.
Yeah, it's tough. He's not. I mean, he's a great fencer. You know, just because I say going forward to attack him is a better line of attack. Clearly, not the easiest thing to do.
No. It's a game plan, not necessarily a guaranteed win. But he does indeed come out another flesh from him. I think the third or fourth one in this match for Gerek MEINHART, and they do seem to be working. A little disengage over the top as well as CHEUNG tried to find a block out.
Going that 17, but Gerek reading it and being able to go around.
Coming off the line's not going to work for Gerek MEINHART, so he's pinning him to the back line. Oh, that's a
beautiful touch.
Great hit.
Right to the chest, flick to the chest.
Let's see it right here. Alex picks up the blade and a couple of looks around and then holding it up and then flicking down into the chest.
Beautiful touch.
Yeah, that will fill him with confidence as well. You make a nice hit like that, it can buoy you.
But you got to keep pushing your agenda. You score a beautiful touch like that on the attack, you got to keep going for it. Unfortunately, not the case there, but I would really love to see Gerek going forward and being aggressive here. He's able to pick up the blade.
Yeah, CHEUNG not letting him though. He's taking the initiative right off the alley from the referee. Not building again.
Oh.
Close quarters. No one's really come out on top, but I think I'd be more nervous in close quarters if I was the American.
When there's such little room for error. Beautiful touch there. Another flick to the chest, but this time going backwards, using it as the parry repost as opposed to the attack. Oh, he gets caught right in preparation, unfortunately.
Well, another intriguing semi-final here in Turin. Ultimately, Gerek MEINHART couldn't quite do enough, and it was CHEUNG Ka Long, world number 15 from Hong Kong. The 21-year-old has gone through 15-12, and it'll be him facing another American race in Bowdoin in the final. What a brilliant performance.